Hey guys, it's Daniel, licensed therapist. Relationships, they're the best thing ever. They're their secret to happiness. Or they are the most horrifyingly painful thing ever. One or the other. And what separates the two experiences? Well, one thing that can really help is your ability to be really good at relationships. John Gottman says that in relationships, there are the masters and there are the disasters. And by the end of this video, you are going to be a master. Or at least you will know why you are a disaster. Today, we're going to react to this scene from the movie The Breakup. This scene was actually sent to me by my client. It was a couple that I'm counseling, and they said that this fight was very indicative of the fights that they go through all the time. And let me tell you what I do with couples. I go through their fights and I dissect them with a fine-tooth comb, and we see what could you have done to create a different outcome? What could you have said differently, or what should you have not said? So that's what we're going to do today. So step in my office, step into my mind, and look at what I do. Let's break down this fight. Let's get into it.
Oh, no, my demo!
Okay, right off the bat, you see that look there? I think we've already lost the battle, unfortunately. This look that she is giving him indicates something to me. It says a lot. We have perspectives when we look at people. We see them in certain roles. And when it comes to relationships, we can either see them as an ally, a teammate, someone who's there for us, or the look that she's giving is someone who is against me, my enemy. And I really highlight that in couples therapy. Let's try to look at our partner a certain way, that person that loves us and is for us. She doesn't have that right now, so you already know it's going to be bad. Let's keep going.
Well, I'm gonna go do the dishes.
Cool.
It'd be nice if you helped me.
No problem.
I'm going to go do the dishes. It'd be nice if you helped me. Right off the bat, she's not being completely clear and honest with her feelings. The thing is, I don't blame her. Look at this guy. He's playing video games. He's probably not going to go and do the dishes with her right now. Or at least he doesn't want to. And if he does, he's going to give a lot of attitude about it. So we understand why she is the way that she is. But what she's doing is not helping. She needs to be clear. She needs to be vulnerable. What she needs to do is she needs to make an ask. Hey, can you do the dishes for me? Will you do that for me? And he has the opportunity to say yes or no. But right now, very vague as to what she wants. Although he should pick it up. If he's a master, he would be able to sense what's going on and say, okay, I need to do the dishes because if I don't, I know it's coming. Let's keep going.
We'll get them a little bit later. I'm just going to hit the streets here for a little bit.
Gary, come on. I don't want to do them later. Let's just do them now. Take 15 minutes.
Oh, honey, I am so exhausted. I just honestly want to relax for a little bit. If I could just sit here, let my food digest, and just try to enjoy the quiet for a little bit. Get some. That's what happens. And we will, we can clean the dishes tomorrow.
Gary, I don't like waking up to a dirty kitchen.
Who cares?
I care, all right? I care.
All right, here we go. She's getting emotionally elevated. And I don't blame Vince Vaughn here. He's just saying, I just want to relax for a little bit, which is an ask in and of itself. So I understand it. But one thing he's not doing is understanding the level of emotion in Jennifer Aniston here. And it's rising and rising. And here you see right here, I care. Right now they're talking about the dishes, but what's really going on is she wants some kind of attention from him and he is not giving it to her. And that caused her to get hurt. So let's see what happens.
I busted my ass all day cleaning this house and then cooking that meal, and I worked today. It would be nice if you said thank you and helped me with the dishes.
Fine.
Okay. She was honest here. She's like, I busted my butt. Basically, she's saying, I feel unappreciated, and you sitting here, that's what's causing it. And so if you can get up, do the dishes, that would be great. But what does he do here? He rolls his eyes and he starts giving her attitude. And that communicates something to her. That communicates, you're bothering me. Why? You're a drag. Why do I have to do this? Something like that. That kind of sentiment. Basically, he's saying, you are bringing me down. And that is a terrible, terrible message to send somebody. And I can guarantee you it's not going to go well.
I'll help you do the damn dishes.
Oh, come on. You know what? No, that's not what I want.
You just said that you want me to help you do the dishes.
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do dishes? Why?
See, that's my whole point.
Yeah, why would I want? Nobody wants to do the dishes. So on an intellectual level, he's correct. I don't want to do the dishes, but I'll do it for you. But she's upset. And so right now, we're not even talking about the dishes. Throw the dishes out the window at this point. And if you've ever been through something like this is something you really have to understand. It's not about what we're arguing about. It's about something else. It's about the emotional exchanges that are going on. Basically, she's saying, I need you. And he's saying, fine, I guess. I don't really want to do it. And so basically he's saying, I don't really care, but I'll do the minimum in order to not get in trouble. So that's what's really going on here. And it's not going well.
Let me see if I'm following this, okay? Are you telling me that you're upset because I don't have a strong desire to clean dishes?
No, I'm upset because you don't have a strong desire to offer to do the dishes.
I just did.
After I asked you.
Jesus, Brooke, you're acting crazy again.
Don't you call me crazy. I am not.
Okay, so saying that she's acting crazy, that was a big mistake, right? Like I said, ideally, he would understand that it's not about the dishes, because it's not about the dishes. She wants appreciation, she wants love, and it's in the form of doing dishes, maybe. And I believe that if he was like, honey, thank you so much, showed appreciation and said, but if I could just play for 15 minutes, I promise you I'll do the dishes, we'll do it together, it would have been a non-issue. But it's not about the dishes, it's her feeling appreciated. He doesn't understand that. He's trying to understand it logically, but it's not a logical thing, it's an emotional thing. And then he says the word, you're acting crazy. And so that is, I would say, the first big blow that's happened here. And I want you guys to understand that in the emotional exchanges, it's very much like physical exchanges. And what he did right here was the first punch in the face. And what happens when someone gets punched in the face? Most likely they'll punch back. So what I'm doing now is I'm waiting for the punch back. Let's see if it happens.
Crazy.
I didn't call you crazy.
Just
I didn't
did.
call you crazy. No, I didn't. I said you're acting crazy.
You know what, Gary? I asked you to do one thing today, one very simple thing, to bring me 12 lemons, and you brought me 3.
God damn it, if I knew.
There it is, the punch back, right? Now it jumped from dishes to lemons because now we're in a war. He punched me, right? He said that I was acting crazy or that I'm crazy. I need to punch him back. You couldn't even get the right amount of lemons. And now the dishes are out the window. That's what it started with. But now it's, he's hurt me. I need to hurt him. And then on the other side, oh, she's acting crazy, but she just hurt me. So I need to either defend myself or hurt her back. Let's see what he does.
That it was going to be this much trouble, I would have brought home 24 lemons. Even 100 lemons. You know what I wish? I wish everyone that was at that goddamn table had their own little private bag of lemons.
Gary,
Honest
it's not
to God.
about the lemons.
So that's all you're talking about?
He punches back by basically saying how unreasonable she is in a form of sarcasm. That's not going to help. And let's see how it escalates even more.
I'm just saying it'd be nice if you did things that I asked. It would be even nicer if you did things without me having to ask you.
Well, I do seem to remember doing something for you this morning without you asking.
Gary, come on.
I'm
You
serious.
know what? No,
Come
I'm
here.
serious.
am
I
too.
really am. Come on.
You know, I like this move by Vince Vaughn here. He breaks out of the cycle of fighting each other. He tries to bring some levity into it and tries to get her to smile and laugh. I think it's a good move, but it doesn't exactly land right here. And it's not always going to work, but I think it could work in certain situations, depending on the situation, depending on the person, depending on the couple. So I think it was a strong move, but didn't work out. Let's see how this goes.
You knew I was working today and I made that meal, and you could have thought to yourself, you know, you could have said, I think I'm going to get Brooke some flowers.
You said on our very first date that you don't like flowers, that they're a waste of money.
So now Jennifer Aniston is again launching an attack saying, you should have done this. And what it is, she's criticizing him, right? And that doesn't feel good. So what could Vince Vaughn do here just to bring all of this down? He tried levity. It didn't work. What could he do? And so the number one thing I tell couples to do, validate. If he just said, honey, I get it. I understand you're feeling unappreciated. You feel like I don't care. And I just want to tell you, it makes sense. I can see that. I can understand that. And I want to let you know that's not okay with me. Something like that, some form of validation, I believe would have brought all of this down, and we'd be more in the realm of connecting rather than fighting. But he's not going to do that. Let's see what he does.
Every girl likes flowers, Gary.
You say that you don't like flowers. I'm supposed to take that to mean that you do like flowers?
No, this is not about, you're not getting it. You're not getting it.
You can sense her frustration. So he launches back, and it's logical because he heard this and this is what he believed, but he feels criticized and says, I didn't get you flowers and that was wrong with me. Wait a second. You don't like flowers. So you're being crazy again. And so she's getting frustrated, understandably, because he's not getting it. But she isn't exactly doing a good job of communicating it to him. So there's plenty of responsibility to go on both sides. And I feel like if she sat down and said, okay, hold on, we're getting out of control. Honey, this is what I need from you. I just need you to convey to me that you appreciate me. I just feel like I'm working so hard and you don't care. I just need some tender love and care. And hopefully he would respond well to that. But that's not what she's doing. And so he's confused. She's frustrated. And this is getting worse and worse.
It's Gary. Okay, it's not about the lemons. It's not about the flowers. It's not about the dishes. It's just, how many times do I have to drop hints about the ballet?
You know I can't stay. Brooke, come here. We talked about the damn ballet. I hate the goddamn ballet. You got a bunch of dudes in tights flopping around for 3 hours. It's like a medieval techno show. It's a nightmare. I sit there in the sweat. The whole thing. I do. When the hell's the goddamn nightmare gonna end? Go to a damn ballet.
It's not about you loving the ballet, Gary. It's about the person that you love loves the ballet.
So now, and this is not a good thing, she goes back into the past, into an area which she feels wrong, which is understandable because this is how memory and feeling works, guys. We have a feeling, and that is associated with a memory. And that memory makes us feel that same feeling even more. And then it connects to another memory. And that's how we get deeper and deeper into fights. And so we can't bring up the past right now. But that's what she does because she's so hurt. And it's understandable. I totally understand both sides. But it was a bad move. And it's gonna launch us into something deeper. It already has. Vince Vaughn feels even more criticized. Like he did something else wrong. And now he's justifying it. He's being defensive right now, which is not good. And that's not gonna go well. Let's keep going with this.
And you wanted to spend time with that person.
Not when they're at the ballet.
Okay, forget the ballet. Forget the ballet. We don't go anywhere together.
We just went to Ann Arbor together.
To Ann Arbor. To the Michigan Notre Dame game. You think screaming drunk kids and leprechauns doing backflips, that's fun. That's fun for me. Come on, man. I did that for you. How do you show up for me?
I'm up on the bus every goddamn day for you.
Come on.
I'm busting my ass to be the best tour guide in the damn city.
So he got defensive and said, hey, we went to Ann Arbor. And I think in his mind, he knew that it was for him, but he was just reaching for something. And he said, we went here together. And that got her even more mad. And look at this. She responded, and now he's getting even more mad. It's been taken up to another level. She's saying, how are you there for me? Right? The thing is, they are there for each other. They just don't see it. And that's one thing I do in therapy is I try to get the other person to see how the other person is there for them. He feels very invalidated himself right now. And that's why it went to another level.
So I can make enough money to support both of us, and hopefully you won't have to work one day.
I want to work.
All I ask, Brooke, is that you show a little bit of appreciation, that I just get 20 minutes to relax when I come home instead of being attacked with questions and nagged the whole damn time.
You think that I nag you?
That's all you do! All you do is nag me. The bathroom's a mess. Your belt doesn't match. Hey, Gil, you should probably go work out. Nothing I ever do is ever good enough. I just want to be left the hell alone.
Nothing I ever do is good enough. That is a genuine, honest thought that he has. But when he says, all you do is nag me, that's a low blow. Because that's not all she does, but that's what his experience is because of the memory and feeling. And he has all these memories, talking about the bathroom and all those other things. And he does the same thing that she does. Bring something from the past based on your feelings in the current moment. And it takes the form of an emotional punch. So he is punching her right now. He is saying, you're a nag. Who wants to hear that? You're a nag. It's very hurtful to her. And like I said, what do you do when someone hurts you? When someone hits you, you either hit them back, you get defensive, or you leave. Let's see what she does.
Really? Is that what you want, Gary? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
That's what you want?
Yeah.
Fine, great. Do whatever the hell you want. You leave your socks all over this house, dress like a pig, play your stupid-ass video game. I don't care. I'm done.
What?
I am done. I don't deserve this. I really do not deserve this. I deserve somebody who gives a shit. I'm not spending one more second of this life with some inconsiderate prick. You're a prick.
That hurts. So he landed a huge blow, calling her a nag, but he called her crazy. He said a lot of other things that hurt. And this was the final blow. She's saying, I'm done. And she says, you're a prick. You're a prick. She says it twice. You can see by the look on his face. He's hurt. He's defeated. I think he's genuinely scared about what's going to happen with their relationship. And so now we have a complete disconnect here, and both people are just licking their wounds right now. There's a lot of things that they could have done. Like I said, number one is validation. They could have validated each other's feelings. They could have been better at asking because they both had asks. Jennifer Aniston, she wanted help with the dishes initially, but what she really wanted was some love, some compassion, some appreciation. And, you know, that caused Vince Vaughn to say, hey, I want to not be nagged. I don't want to not be criticized. Nothing I ever do is good enough, which is a very terrible place to be in a relationship. Something that's very hurtful to feel from the person that is supposed to love you unconditionally. So he could have said, hey, honey, this is how I feel. And we hope that Jennifer Aniston would have responded well. So what can we learn? Were some big takeaways? Or maybe the big takeaway, I say, besides validation, is to be open, just to be honest with the other person. And in relationships, we lack total control. And a lot of people have a problem with that. We cannot control the other person. All we can do is make an ask of someone, is be vulnerable and let them know how we're doing, and just hope and cross our fingers that they treat us well, that they meet our need, that they're there for us. And if they are there for us, that means they're a master. But unfortunately for Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston, they were disasters, and we can see why now. And so if you're a master, these little arguments that start with the dishes can become little things that are totally insignificant, and you guys can overcome them very, very easily. So if you are not a master, just work on it. It's a skill. It's something that you can develop, learn, and understand, and become a master, because relationships are one of the best things, most fulfilling things in this world, and they are the key to happiness. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time.